everybody, what? Wow, totally botched the intro there. Let's try that again, as if I was not still recording, but totally in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's Challenge Runs, The Binding of Isaac. We are doing another Novastador, actually, themed run today. Novastador, obviously, a Binding of Isaac, at least Northernlion pseudo-celebrity for all of the amazing challenge runs that he has suggested over the years. This one, I can't help but feel like I botched the aesthetic a little bit, and we're missing some of the beauty of this run. But this is a run where we're basically Gish. And it might sound like that was a sitcom intro, like, yeah, it's Gish, but no, like, seriously, we were supposed to be Gish here. As for items, we have Little Gish. I took enough odd mushrooms to take me up to the point where I am, like, my head is the size of Gish, and then it was like, so I was a big Isaac-looking, like, head, and I gave myself the Pact, so the Pact gave me, like, a black head, like Gish has, then Transcendence, and then Transcendence made me, like, you know, flying, but it also gave me these wings, which was weird, and then Ipecac, to get the green bombs, basically, made me, green. So, totally from an aesthetic standpoint, it's been botched, but on a functional level, this is exactly where we want to be as Gish. Like, we're functionally exactly what Novastador suggested. We just look a little weird. And what is the conditions for this run? You might be able to tell based on how it's gone so far. No item rooms are allowed, which makes sense given that we have a pretty staggering amount of goodness kind of associated with this run so far by way of the crazy amount of health that we have. Obviously, the ability to fly, the damage from Ipecac, and the ability to hit enemies from afar with Ipecac. I think this is definitely a run that we could kind of speed through, but, you know, without being able to take item rooms, it's never 100% over, basically, is maybe the best way to put it. Anything could happen. We could end up not getting nearly enough to compensate us for the fact that we're skipping all these item rooms, or maybe we end up speeding through the game, or maybe we just end up having kind of a sort of average run. You never know. There we go. We managed to hit him. For now, though, we are going to speed through the first few floors. I am not going to use... Ooh, can we manage to hit him here, please? I'm not going to use the D6. As much as the temptation is there, I think it's not in my best interest to do that. There we go. We managed to hit him. And each one of these hits is actually going to do like 80% of his health. There we go. Easy fight. Deals with the devil, I also think, should probably not be allowed. But everything else, you know, trinkets, tarot cards, pills, etc., etc. Just obviously going to take the Empress card with us. Liberty Cap seems like a solid item, or solid trinket, I should say. Our Tears Up pill is fantastic. Just I should be careful because I don't want to get a range upgrade, and I definitely do not want to get a shot speed upgrade, which is also what really ruins things for us when you're playing Ipecac. But in any case, again, congratulations to Novastador for getting another run on the show. Shops are totally allowed. Yeah, congratulations to Novastador for that. I always look forward to seeing his runs, and I love seeing that they get upvoted as well in the comments because, you know, it means that the community thinks that they're amazing as well. But in any case, let's continue moving onwards here. We can stop talking and stop filleting Novastador and instead start having, hopefully, a good challenge run here. So, you know, Ipecac always, you know, contains kind of its own unique difficulties and strengths as well. Obviously, in strengths, it does a ton of damage, and some of that damage is done as damage over time as a result of the poison. However, it also carries certain negatives like, oh right, the fact that you can constantly hit yourself, the fact that traditionally half-decent upgrades like range or tears or shot speed could actually end up, you know, totally ruining your run. And, you know, not to mention for the second time, the fact that you could quite easily end up doing damage to yourself. The reason we have Ipecac, by the way, you might be saying, well, Gish doesn't have Ipecac. Think closer, motherfucker. It shoots black bombs. The Gish boss, of course, we're talking about here, not simply the character. It shoots black bombs, but those black bombs have explosive properties. They might not do damage over time, but what else are we supposed to do? We're supposed to give ourselves, like, fetus in a jar or something? People would freak the F out over that. I don't know how useful Little Gish is going to be for us. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say not very. That was some clutch dodging there, honestly, and that should basically simplify the room for us. Easy enough. We are down to the next floor. Or sorry, not down to the next floor. We're fighting the Fallen. This is actually awesome because I said, what did I say on the last floor? No deals with the devil. Well, we're going to be able to kind of cheat that system a little bit here. I'm still not going to be able to use the D6, but hey, Ouija board for nothing. That actually is not good, I think. Here's my thing, because the Ouija board might actually put us in a situation where maybe my shots now go through rocks, which would keep them from exploding in my face, as they often do to Lexi Bell. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's look for the boss room. For now, I have literally nothing to worry about. I'd be very, very surprised if anything on these floors came even close to doing substantial amounts of damage to us. We're gonna go straight down in this situation. Why? Oh, Liberty Cap allows us to see where we're supposed to be going. Okay, instead, we will go to our boss trap, or sorry, boss room over here, which should allow us... We might want to go to that mini-boss room as well. Oh, okay, so there's my confirmation on the way that Liberty Cap works. Unfortunately... Or sorry, the way that the Ouija board works, unfortunately. I.e., it doesn't actually protect us from blowing ourselves up with a bomb. That's okay, though. We found our secret room by way of that treasure chest we picked up. Probably should go to the shop as well, considering we have a staggering amount of money. And map plus compass plus our existing features might actually put us in a situation where death is unlikely, is a polite way to put it. Fucking impossible is a very impolite way to put it. What can I say? I've got a dirty mouth sometimes. Let us... Don't really want to go to the arcade, even though it's tempting to try to get the blood bag. Instead, I'm just going to go straight for Mini-Mush. Actually, that's awesome. It's going to make us look a little weird, and it gives us the range upgrade, so actually... Alright, well, the shots are still landing roughly where I want them to, so that's okay. I should have thought about that a little more closely, I guess I should say, before going for it, though, because this could put me in kind of a bad position. But in any case, though, it's all good. We obviously do not need our ladder. We will buy the money. Might as well buy the key as well. This has actually been, you know, I know... I didn't mean to buy the bomb, but it's not a huge deal. I know that it's only 6 minutes in and we're already on the 4th floor, but this has been going a little bit slower than I actually expected. I expected to be able to tear through these runs with the greatest of ease. That most daring young man on the flying Gish trees. What can I say? I'm not a poet. Oh, or a lyrical wordsmith. I'm not your typical rapper. You guys remember Denny Blaze from Average Homeboy? Turns out he was kickstarting a documentary about his life like 2 months ago. He was asking for $5,000 and he was not going to get it. How far the mighty have fallen from viral video superstar to potential Kickstarter failure. Maybe he came through in the end. I wish him no ill will. I think Average Homeboy is hilarious and I'm glad that he has a sense of humor about it. Average Homeboy doesn't really hold up though. Like, you watch it in 2004, you're like, this is the funniest shit in the world. You watch it now, you're like, man, I'm spoiled by so many like R-cringe style videos that Average Homeboy can't actually do it for me anymore. I don't know, man. The internet's a different place. It's like, you know, that South Park episode where Randy starts masturbating to internet porn and he's got to watch like Brazilian fart porn to get an erection these days. That's how I feel with like embarrassing videos on YouTube. Like, I can't just watch some ill-advised music video. Dude's got to like pour his heart out or like try to act like a Lothario despite the fact that he's quite clearly not well versed in the ways of the ladies. I don't know. Someone failing really hard at a school talent show. I gotta watch like an 11-year-old being humiliated publicly to get a laugh out of it anymore. That's how sick our world has become. And I love it. I love every second of it. That's why I want Google Glass to become big, man. Imagine everybody is wearing... It's like Russian dash cam, but for everything that the world has ever existed or ever seen. Be able to see all kinds of failures everywhere. People falling down stairs, check. People slipping on banana peels. It's gonna be beautiful. See, it happens so rare. I truly believe that people falling downstairs and not getting hurt. I don't want to see people get hurt. I just want them to be embarrassed. I want them to, like, the pain doesn't matter. I would rather just them feel like, oh, I've made a fool of myself. Like, that's what the beauty of people falling downstairs for me. So, yeah, those... How often do you see someone fall down in real life? Like, fall down in a really embarrassing way? Once or twice a year, maybe, if you're lucky, if you go out all the time? I don't know, maybe if you live in an icy area, you get it more often, but by this, we can crowdsource this embarrassing footage, and everybody can enjoy it all the time. I'm very passionate about this idea of watching people embarrass themselves a little bit, not on purpose. It's got to be accidental embarrassment, because if someone, you know, embarrasses themselves, but they do it purposely, then it's just like, you know, who cares? Anyone could do that, you idiot. You're basically just being a big old ding-dong about it, aren't you? But embarrassing yourself accidentally, that's where the beauty is. That's where the magic happens. If they replaced America's Funniest Home Videos with just footage of people falling downstairs at a mall, at malls around the world, I would watch that shit all day. I would become addicted to it. I would end up on A&E. I would become a product of the system myself. Anyway, this guy is apparently trapped in fucking equilibrium here. Hopefully I can get a shot in there to kind of jolt him out of his doldrums. There's a shop down here, which is why I was coming down here in the first place. I can fly, so I should be able to just land one beautiful shot in the middle. We're fighting greed, which, you know, let me count on one hand the number of worries I have about greed. And by one hand, you can't see it, but I'm giving him the middle finger. So we should have our item room and our shop up here. I'm not even picking up the money. That's how cocky I am, at least about our fiscal situation moving forward. We're still, you know, not out of the woods with respect to our damage. We haven't really gotten anything that has improved our chances all that much. But if we win, it'll, I guess, basically just be on the virtues of these items that we started with. I know some people get kind of peeved off. Yeah, we'll take this. By the way, I'm 10 years old, which is why I say peeved off. But I know some people get kind of TO'd when you do a run where you don't go to item rooms. And I understand that, but, you know, we just did a bunch of vanilla runs in a row. So I kind of wanted to go the exact opposite way. I think this will work out fairly well for us. You know, the last run, if you haven't seen that, I would encourage you to go watch it, especially if you're a fan of vanilla runs, because that went way better than expected. That is a unicorn horn. We can't re-roll it. Do we want to take the unicorn horn? That doesn't really make us very more gishy, does it? But I can't use my d6. But whatever, let's just roll like this. If we find a better spacebar item, then so be it. Necropolis 1 is going to be War, which represents basically 0 threat to my well-being. If I had to posit a guess on that, I would love him to move slightly over to the right side of the map so I could actually hit. Thank you very much. Now we should basically be invincible. By keeping him kind of here and poisoning him, even if something went terribly wrong, we could have just hit over the rocks and then kind of like floated from rock to rock. Again, no deals with the devil, because that seems like a little cheap if I was to take like a guppy's paw at this point. I love how I busted my way into the shop and then was just like, you know what? I don't want your filthy fucking money. Like, I don't need it. You think I need this shit? Let's kind of come back over here. Yeah, it could not be more useless for me right now, unless it was the poop, in which case it would be at max uselessness. Why did I go to... I'm not supposed to go to the item room. Wait a minute. How many item rooms have I gone to by accident? Well, I think I just went to the unicorn horn one, in which case, I apologize. But I didn't pick anything up, so I think I'm a nice dude. Shops are okay. That's what got me wrong. I've got to start, like, realizing that even regardless of the conditions of the challenge run, I'm prone to forget, sometimes, what items I should be, or what conditions I should and should not be enforcing. We've already been to our secret room. We haven't picked up the money, but that probably does not matter. Kind of wary about picking up pills at this point, because again, I already got one range upgrade, and if I get more, I might find myself actually being totally screwed. There's our arcade, which I actually have no interest in, but if we just drop one like that, and then another one like this, that should be easy. And we'll make our way over to the shop over here, and then we'll fight Mom and go down to the next floor where I won't have to worry about being a big old ding-dong about item rooms. If I really picked up something that made a huge difference, I apologize, but right now this whole run has just been basically Ipecac and flying for me. If it were not for those, it doesn't really matter. So with one key left, I want to save that for the shop. Bombs or key would be useful, because obviously bombs are not really that effective for me right now. There's our shop. More keys would be beautiful if we can get them. Sure, we'll take the battery. We don't have any items to go along with it, but we'll take the battery nonetheless. Let's pop open this golden chest. It is more money. Alright, that's basically functionally worthless. And finally, we will be getting rid of the Liberty Cap on this floor, which is a good thing. I like the Liberty Cap, but, you know, it certainly is an item that's served its worth. It's served its purpose, I should say. So, yeah, just walk right into that guy, no problem. I'm hoping we get a good spacebar item at some point, but, you know, even as is, we're totally fine. I'm really glad I didn't pick up that unicorn horn now that I remember the actual conditions of the run. Sometimes I get lost in my own little world when I'm doing commentary. I mean, you gotta forgive me, you're talking for like 4 or 5 hours straight on a daily basis to yourself. Sometimes you gotta, you know, mental energy's expended and maybe takes away from some areas that actually are of critical importance. So I'm gonna put this bomb here. Get ready for the most beautiful 1-2 punch in Isaac history. There we go. It's a nice little combo. And case in point as to why bombs are not totally worthless when you've already got something like Ipecac or Fetus in a Jar. Sometimes you just find yourself in a better position to use them elsewhere. So one more Guts Death. A little bit more money. We might as well fight this dude. I mean, I don't know who it's going to be. I was really hoping it wasn't Wrath, and it's not. So we might be able to snag an HP upgrade here, which might be really beneficial for us, actually. Only took 4 hits. Well, we got enough health, at least, to, well, bounce off of us since we... Wait a minute. Why do I suddenly... I was not able to pick up that health before. Did Liberty Cap give us, like, 3 odd mushrooms when it gives us odd mushrooms? That's very strange. I actually don't know what the hell happened there. Again, maybe I'm having some kind of aneurysm or stroke. If so, it's been a fun ride, guys. Thanks for allowing me to do this crazy profession for as long as I have. We got nothing here, so we're just going to move over to the boss room. Easy floors so far. As, you know, to be expected, there's challenge runs where things start difficult and get easier as you go along. There's challenge runs, which are in the majority, which start easy and then get more difficult as you go along. This is definitely part of that latter group that start easy and then get more difficult. So I don't know what's up with our health here. It's very strange. This fight's gonna be a little tricky potentially, because A, my crowd control with Ipecac is not great, mostly due to this range upgrade. But B, I have to stand like right next to these kind of like bodily structures, where the bodily structures come out of at least, to do damage. So I'm hoping that this fight gets over with as soon as possible. Obviously I'm saving this Empress card for a rainy day. It's actually a situation where Mom might actually be more difficult proportionally to where she usually is, than Isaac or Blue Baby. So I'm not going to pick up that range upgrade. That could easily kill me. It's down to the next floor with just the map at our disposal. And to be quite honest, we could probably just bomb our way out of every single room if we wanted to. If we want to do like a speed run at this point. I'm not sure if this is a sound strategy, but it is a strategy that I've almost never employed, despite my affinity for finishing these games as fast as possible. I don't know if I've ever done one where I just bomb my way out of every single room. In fact, as I was talking about it, I forgot to bomb my way out of those rooms. So clearly I'm, you know, it's another example of do as I say, not as I do. Just drop a bomb in there and then run away. If we have to come back through this room, so be it, and we do. Problem is we don't get any consumables. That's the trade-off here, obviously. Oh, I got hit again. It's okay, though. We're going to have to come back through this room, which was not a super difficult one. As long as I can make it out. We'll just keep going down. We want to go to the right after this, maybe. That didn't get... Okay, just drop a bomb there and then walk away. Just break the ribs, walk away. Oh, I got hit again. But we got a half heart there, so some compensation at least. This is a room where I'm almost like... if I got to them early, it would probably be easy. And oh my god, I'm shooting myself in the fucking foot right now. That's what I'm doing. So let's just slow down. This should be easy. Or easier than I'm making it look right now. I didn't kill anybody yet. That's kind of crazy. Don't get caught in your own bombs. Just land these on the nubs, and then the angel fetuses will follow. There you go. That was a really good shot. Okay. Now, get back to full health. That is step number 2, I guess, of this plan. After that really... Oh, I gotta get that half heart, obviously. We haven't fought Skull-X in so long. This is a nice little change of pace. And it's probably over in like 2 seconds. We got like maybe one more hit. Especially due to the poison damage. There we go. He died. We got an HP upgrade. That's good. That's good news. Wound part 1 could have gone better. Certainly could have gone worse. I don't know. What's up with those bombs? Those must have been like Ipecac shots or something. That's very strange. Let's go to the far right, and again, we'll try to make this work. I can sort of afford to speed past rooms. We may actually get an HP upgrade here. At the very least, we'll get some health, which is extraordinarily beneficial, given that I've kind of handcuffed myself, or hamstrung myself in this situation for a little while. He shot in a very weird direction. We did get the health, and that is actually going to give us full health as well. That's very lucky, don't get me wrong. That is not me being... Oh, and then of course I just walk into that dude. That's not me being great, that's luck being on my side. And again, we're just going to bomb our way out of here. This is a strategy where I wonder if this would be better to employ if I was like in a near-death situation, but I somehow had a bunch of bombs. I never employ this strategy because I'm always like, it distracts me from my dodging. This is actually really scary. I kind of just want to take this room out normally because the lasers annoy the shit out of me. And I worry that I'll get hit by them. Okay, beautiful. That's fine. We've created a little hub world for us. An Alexandria, if you will. To put it in ancient European trading terms, I suppose. Hang out down here. There we go. And we're fighting Mom's Heart. Easy floor. That went much better than the floor above it. Lasers, still annoying as hell. Yep, they're going to do some damage, as they always do. 2 is actually worse than expected, but not the end of the world. And due to our awesome range, or awesome placement of these shots, positioning maybe, and the ability to fire these shots so repeatedly, we should find ourselves in a very easy situation here. Even though I took damage against Monstro because my hubris got the better of me and I decided not to dodge, Mom is half dead here. Mom's Heart, I should say. And next we'll move up to the Cathedral, and we can still bomb our way around the Cathedral. This strategy kind of loses its luster once you get to the chest, but for now... We can, at the very least, make a pretty solid crack at Isaac here. I'm going to guess is on the right side. So we're going to give this the old college try, do a little dodge, make a little love, get down tonight. It's a pill that I don't necessarily want. Again, I'm skipping over pills because a range upgrade would be absolutely devastating. These are some difficult rooms. I really don't want to go back. I really just want this to be the right way to get to the boss. Because I took a bunch of damage. Hey, it is! Alright. I'm cheating, don't get me wrong, but it feels good, right? I hope nobody's getting like actually bent out of shape because of the way I'm playing Isaac right now. This is well within the rules, man. There's nothing ever in Isaac that says like, hey, fight every room. I'm abusing the advantages at my disposal, and I think I'm gonna save the Emperor's card this time. I almost always use cards when they're useful, I save them for Isaac. I'm going to save this one for Blue Baby. Reason being, we're not going to get any items on the chest. So I think, or we're going to get one item on the chest. So I really think using this Empress card later is probably going to benefit us. I think the Isaac fight's going to be fine. It's going to be easy enough. As you can see, I mean, it's going pretty well so far. I could still use a way to get back to full health. Now I'm getting a little concerned. We took 2 damage in pretty quick succession there. But that should kill it. We get another half heart for our troubles. Could be better, could be worse. In any case, Isaac fight, easy. 20 minutes done with Isaac. Pretty overpowered run to start with here, but this is where things get interesting. So, we can't bomb our way out of these rooms anymore. I can take the bean. This is the first spacebar item I think I've actually had the, like, legal opportunity to take. Bean's not that effective. Especially considering we already deal poison damage, but, you know, it's not the worst spacebar item in the game. I originally thought the bean was really bad. I like it enough now. I like it in the same kind of vein as, like, a Tammy's head, which is, it's an okay item, and if my run has to rely on it, it's not for the best, but oh well. 1-up, 1-up, 1-up. Greed, alright, that was unexpected. If that was a 1-up, that might have actually been enough to win us the game, assuming we could find our boss room fairly quickly. If it's not a 1-up, so, you know, ignore everything that I say. And in fact, we're getting into a very tight position here, especially since this scythe, one more hit will kill us. I think we're going to die against death. It's ironic, I suppose. But, okay, now we might be in a much better position because the zombies don't worry me. But I worry that I'll just walk into the horse by accident, or the horse will hit a zombie, and thus hit me. Oh, that was really scary. Thanks to the battery, we do have the beam, which we can use potentially twice per room if it takes us half an hour to get through. Of course we don't get any extra item. There was health there. That would have been so shitty if I'd gone without getting that health. This is not a boss room, which means it's probably over on the fucking other side of the map, which is really shitty. That's a long way for us to go. I might just want to go through the greed passage there next to the secret room and try to work things out that way. The thing is, we have the Empress card, so it's never over, man. As long as we can, you know, make some good use of this Empress card, we might be able to beat Isaac, or beat Blue Baby without getting hit twice with Polaroid invincibility. It's a long shot, don't get me wrong, but it's not outside of the realm of possibility. Item 2 is Demon Baby. Alright, that's fine. It's not exquisite. It's not going to save the world by itself, but it's okay. I don't know if I can actually bomb my way out of the secret room once I'm in here with Greed, actually. So this might just be a total waste of my time, but he'll die regardless, whether to me or Demon Baby in the very near future. Can we? Can we, Mom? Can we bomb our way out of the secret room? It does not appear so. Alright, so we got a long walk ahead of us then. I guess we're going to go up first. And hopefully we'll get... Oh, shit. Hopefully we'll get very lucky with our choice and our boss room placement. That was a very well-placed bomb, as you can tell. Drop another one in here, and this should be good to go. Alright, that went better than expected, and a little extra health, which actually hurts me rather than helps me. Famine and Pestilence is the ideal combination of enemies to be fighting at this point in the game. There are some items, or some rooms you'll run into on the chest, which are literally just a single fly. That's better. I can't get out of here. So I'm gonna hope that the boss isn't over there, otherwise we've got some real fucking problems. I can't get out of that room without taking damage. Probably a lot of it. Okay, one more hit will kill us. And this is bad because Lust is on the prowl. Just play it cool. We're gonna definitely have to do some crowd control, and then... Oh, that'll do it! I dodged back into it. But anyway, that was a fun run. It was a very quick run, nonetheless. I kind of apologize for that, but at the same time, it was a lot of fun. Thank you to Novastator for that challenge run suggestion. As always, continue to suggest your own challenge runs. I will do the ones I deem most entertaining or appropriate in the post-Isaac stretch. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video entertaining and maybe even a little bit informative. As always, I will see you next time.